So
I hope everybody is ready. Yes.
before you start, if everyone can just put speaker view on the top right-hand corner, that way you'll be able to see exactly what she is doing and how she's, mixing and pouring and whatever.
Mixing and pouring or whatever. We'll be just mixing and pouring and drinking. It'll be easy.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, my name is Christina, and I'm a really good friend of Shurbhi. And lately, the last 6 months, due to COVID, I discovered how fun it is to mix every now and then some cocktails for other people and drink together. Now, I'm not promoting drinking, but I'm promoting a little entertainment with a little bit of mixing and drinking. So anyways, Shurbhi asked me to give you something that we can all mix along and enjoy together. And she asked me to create something with bubbles and something pink. So hence the cocktail today. And there you go. It's going to be very easy because I didn't want to go crazy and shaking and whatever. And we just have a very easygoing pour and drink thing going on. So whoever is joining us, please grab your glass.
That's such a beautiful glass you have too.
Thank you. Actually, I collect cocktail glasses, so that's one of mine. I have only onesies though, so if this is breaking, I should buy probably 2 or 3 usually. All right, so first things first, you're gonna open up your champagne. Now, Prosecco is not champagne. It doesn't taste bad, but it's a different type of fermentation. The process is different and it's way faster and cheaper. Hence, Prosecco is a little cheaper. It's not worse in quality. It's just a little different type of bubbles and everything. So champagne is smoother and it bursts in your mouth differently, if you want to call it that way. It really is a difference, but I mean, so you just open up your little champagne. Whoop! There you go. Yay! Yay! And you fill your glass up. I mean, around 3.5 ounces. This is like a half of a flute. So you just fill her up like that. All right. It's a lot of bubbles, which is good. I see Shurbhi's doing it. There you go.
I am. I've been looking forward to this all day.
There you go. And then we'll spice it up with a little vanilla vodka. Now, I know vodka and champagne sounds a little crazy, but it's just changing the whole structure and makes it into a more cocktail-y thing, if it makes any sense. So you pour 1 ounce into a jigger. If you don't have a jigger, it's like 2 tablespoons of vodka.
Stop it.
The whole bottle, Shurbhi, the whole bottle. All right, that's step 2. And then pomegranate juice. It's just, it makes it pink, adds a little flavor to it, a little sweeter, and takes away the, some people don't like the champagne because it's a little too like dry. And this, I mean, I like it dry, but some people don't like it dry. And this is perfect for a little sweetness. And then you can add 1 ounce or half an ounce, as much as you want. Oh, you didn't see it. Oh man, there you go. And you just pour it in. It's a very simple, it's a build in your glass cocktail. And then to make it a little fruitier, a little bit more festive, even though raspberries are not really festive, but you know what I mean. You take some raspberries. Now, what I like doing with cocktails that are wine-based or champagne-based, I like to cool them down, but not with ice cubes, because if you know, ice cubes dilute the drink. And I mean, it's not bothersome, but I don't want to dilute my wine or my champagne. So I like freezing fruits. So I like freezing white grapes and then pop them in the white wine so they don't dilute, but they cool everything down, and later you can eat them. So I froze the raspberries. See, it's a little frosty. So I'm gonna use that inside to keep it cool and to decorate. There you go. Ta-da! And you can add a little green something like a mint leaf on top. You don't have to. I have a little mint. And then there you go. Super easy.
Yay!
Cheers. Whoever is drinking.
So pretty.
It's super pretty. Very nice.
Thank you.
Oh,
I love the idea of the frozen raspberries.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Me too. And the frozen grapes is a great idea.
Leave it to the boozer. No, what? I'm Hungarian, so we drink a lot. So we come up with a lot of stuff.
That's great.
Nice.
That little
Is it?
extra effort with the garnish just makes a big difference too.
Yes,
Yeah, I think so too. It makes it look pretty, doesn't it?
Mhm.
I see.
How does it taste? Do you like it?
I love it. I
Good,
love
yeah.
it. It's really good.
Good.
Mm.
So could you do this with regular vodka or does it have to be vanilla?
No, it doesn't have to be vanilla. I wanted to, since it's berry and fruity, the vanilla adds it like a look. Ooh, it's more, but you don't have to. Not at all. It can be just regular vodka at all, too.
That's awesome.
Okay. So everyone that's chimed in, hi Barbie, hi Margaret, hi everyone.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining in. I'm so excited. We are going to find out some more information about BeautyCounter. I just want to let you know that for many, many, many years, I dedicated my life to my children. So I gave up my career and decided I was going to be fully committed to doing the mum thing, which I've done. But as you all know, they're grown and doing their own thing, don't really want me anymore. So I came up with a plan to do something for myself. And Jessica, who's online right now, she introduced me to BeautyCounter. And I don't very rarely get hooked onto products because I'm not a regimental person. But since she got me onto BeautyCounter, I've been addicted. And the first product that I actually did was Counter Time, which is this one. And I've been addicted since. So I just wanted to basically share my passion with everybody. And if I can stick to it, I know you guys can too. But not only that, I think it's just a good, healthy, clean product. And it's just fantastic. So I'm going to hand it over to Andy, who is going to take us a little bit more into depth about an overview of the products and show us a little video about what the products are. Over to you.
Awesome. Thank you. And we're just so excited to have you on the team and being a voice for BeautyCounter because as you guys will hear, really what BeautyCounter is we are a movement for clean beauty and really the leaders in the clean beauty movement. I think, our founder always says we can't really prove that we invented that term, but BeautyCounter was founded about 7 years ago when there were people talking about natural products or organic products or plant-based products, but no one was really talking about clean beauty. And so I'm going to share a little bit more about what that means and what we are all about. And I'll try to keep it short and sweet. This is a topic I'm really passionate about, so I can go on and on, but I'm going to try to keep it brief. So just a little bit, I'm going to share a quick video in a second, but I just wanted to say that, and I'll share this screen. So BeautyCounter is a company that's based in Santa Monica, California, so not too far from probably most people on the call. And our founder created the company. Greg Renfrew is her name. It's a woman named Greg, about 7 years ago. And her overall goal and mission was to help get safer products in the hands of people, in the hands of everyone, because she really started to learn more about environmental toxicity and had many people in her life that were dealing with cancer of various types or infertility, just so many different health issues that I'm sure we all can relate to, that we see more and more and more with younger and younger people. And she started to realize like something is going on here. And the more she learned, she couldn't really unlearn what she was learning about these chemicals and products and wanted to do something to make a difference. She's also a really smart businesswoman and realized that there just really there weren't a lot of options for people at the time to have brands that they could trust when it comes to their health and safety, and also have that high performance, those products that really make a difference that she loved to use, that were luxurious. There was just nothing out there like that. I think most cleaner, safer products I often joke that, they often smell like patchouli and they feel like water and they just don't have that, that quality that a lot of us want when we're looking for the products that we use every day. And so, so that's a little bit about our mission. And I'm going to show this quick video, just a few minutes, because it will explain a lot about our movement, and then we'll go into a little bit more. So let's see if this will work here. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear this when it starts.
Most Americans still have no idea that there are harmful or questionable ingredients in the products that they put on their largest organ every single day. Americans think that the products on the shelves are safe. Increasingly, they're starting to question that fact. I'm Greg Renfrew, and I'm the founder and CEO of BeautyCounter. I started BeautyCounter to bring products into the market that were high performing, that were also significantly safer for health. The EU has banned or restricted approximately 1,400 ingredients from all personal care and cosmetic products. And when I started the company, the United States had banned 11 ingredients. Now we've banned a total of 30. And not 30,000, 30. So we are dangerously far behind the times. In the beginning, we had to figure out, first of all, what ingredients we could use. We had to screen tons of chemicals and try to figure out, okay, which ones do we believe were safer for health? Which ones do we not want to use? We'd look for endocrine disrupting chemicals, those that created reproductive toxicity, neurotoxicity, or cancer. And we've removed a couple hundred ingredients that are not currently banned or restricted in the EU. It took us a couple of years and millions of dollars to actually bring the first products to market. And we launched with an essential skin and body care line that was about 11 products in the beginning. I think we now have 175. We had our e-commerce platform, BeautyCounter.com, and we also had our network of independent consultants. And we chose to sell our products through people because we really felt our story was best told person to person. When we created this direct retail model, this multi-channeled approach to business, the women as part of the movement were a byproduct of what we set out to do. In doing that, we empowered all these women with this economic opportunity and the opportunity to be part of a movement and be part of something that's bigger than any one of them individually. For me, the mission is everything. I want women's health to be protected. And I felt that the world didn't need just another beauty brand. What they needed was a movement for better beauty. It's not easy to change the industry. When we started BeautyCounter, we were the first company to really get out there and say, look, we are going to hold you all accountable, you, the government, and ourselves as a company. Our industry has changed dramatically. Part of the meaningful change that's occurred in the beauty industry is because of our leadership. We're really proud of how vocal we've been and how we've brought other companies along with us. We want to chart our own course, and we believe we can move the whole industry to a better place by leading by example.
Okay. So I'm just curious, a show of hands, how many of you have heard of BeautyCounter before or are familiar with it? Okay. And have you tried products before or shopped at BeautyCounter? Okay. So as you know, as Greg talked about a little bit in the video, our whole brand and platform is really based on 3 pillars, which are education, products, and advocacy. And so we are committed to, first and foremost, just educating people about this issue. I think most of us, whether you're low maintenance or you're a total product junkie, you're probably being exposed to hundreds, if not thousands, of chemicals in the products that you're using day after day. And most people don't even know that. You know, it's not something that we think about. And my personal background is in nutrition and functional medicine. And so I'm a functional nutritionist, and I often think about it in terms of food, but a lot of times, you know, when you're picking up food, like at the grocery store, at the market, you're now like paying attention to the ingredients that are in your food and where it came from and that sort of thing. But I think the personal care products industry is like a couple decades behind the food industry. Now we have so many more options for healthier, safer foods because people are more educated. And so that is essentially what we are hoping to do at BeautyCounter, is just help turn people on to kind of what to look for and what to pay attention to so that you can make safer choices for yourself and for your family. And so first and foremost, we're all about education. And that's really what drew me to work with BeautyCounter, coming from more of a health and wellness background. And I also struggled with infertility. I now have 2 young kids that are probably going to interrupt me at some point, but it was really that journey that turned me on to paying more attention to these ingredients, because I thought I was doing all the right things and, you know, using a face wash that I bought at Whole Foods. And so I assumed it was better. And then the more I learned, I started to realize that there's a lot of greenwashing in the industry as well. And so part of being educated about this is knowing that it's an issue, and then knowing what to look for, and really paying attention to ingredients, because just because a product says that it's organic or non-toxic or free of certain ingredients, unfortunately, because of the lack of regulation in the industry, it doesn't really mean anything right now. And so that kind of brings us to the next part, is advocacy. And so we work as a company and as consultants on behalf of the company to really advocate for improved regulations. And it mentioned this in the video, but right now there's only 30 ingredients that are banned from use in personal care products in the US. And when we started at BeautyCounter, there were only 11. So we're starting to make some progress, but we're really far behind the times, because the European Union has over 1,400 ingredients that are banned. So it's just a huge discrepancy. So we're really trying to help improve the regulation so they're more health protective. And California is, you know, often leading the way. And there was a state regulation that was just passed this fall around disclosing the ingredients in fragrances. And that actually won't take effect for probably about 5 years. But that's one of the things that I always tell people to look for first and foremost is fragrance. If you have any product that has perfume or fragrance in it, that is a loophole in which they don't have to disclose the ingredients that are in the fragrance. And usually there's hundreds or thousands of ingredients just that make up that fragrance. And some of the most dangerous chemicals are often used in that, but it's also a loophole, because even if you buy a product that says that it doesn't have parabens or phthalates, which are some of the other, you know, ingredients that are more research has linked them with health issues because they're hormone disruptors. So they're very linked to cancer and infertility and developmental issues, all of these things. But those ingredients, even if a product says it doesn't have those, if it has fragrance, it could be in the fragrance, and they never would have to disclose that. And there's no oversight to whether that's, you know, no one's checking and following up on that. So we're really helping, you know, to shift the regulations. And so that new bill that was passed in California is something that BeautyCounter has been working on, and hopefully will make a difference if manufacturers are reformulating things for California, they'll probably start to do so across the board, is what we hope. So you may have also heard in the past few years about some of the chemical sunscreen ingredients that are destroying coral reefs. And they also have a lot of health implications. And Hawaii was the first state to ban chemical sunscreens from sale. So oxybenzone is one of them, or octinoxate is another. And BeautyCounter was behind that regulation too. So we're doing things on a state level and also on a national level. And our CEO and founder, Greg Renfrew, she was invited to testify in front of Congress last year on behalf of the whole beauty industry, which was a huge honor that the committee invited one person to speak on behalf of all beauty companies, and it was her. So just know that, you know, BeautyCounter is doing a lot of things behind the scenes. And the thing that most of our audience and our customers are most familiar with is our products, because we're also really setting a standard in the product formulation so that all of our products, we never formulate anything with over 1,800 ingredients that we call our never list. And I'm just going to share my screen here. Yep, Shubi's got it held up there. Let's see here. I'm just going to show you guys. So we have a never list of over 1,800 ingredients. And what Shubi was sharing is we have a condensed list of about 20 to 30 ingredients that are just the most common offenders that are easy to find on labels. And so that's really helpful to look up. Another great resource is the Environmental Working Group. And they have a database that's called the Skin Deep database that you can Google, Environmental Working Group or Skin Deep database. They also have an app on the phone. It's called Healthy Living. So this is a third-party nonprofit that is kind of a watchdog on environmental toxins. And this is a really good resource to have too, because you can type in your product name and look it up in the database, or you can also scan the barcode if you have the phone, which is kind of handy when you're walking down the aisle of a store and you don't have a lot of time. You can scan something and it will rate it from 0 to 10 in terms of the health risk. And so I always really recommend trying to stay in the green zone, which is the 0 to 2 range. And BeautyCounter products, the majority of them are actually what they call EWG verified, which means that the Environmental Working Group has actually put their stamp on it and saying this is like the safest option that you can choose. If you guys are unmuted, I just want to mute so that we don't have any background noise. Okay. Wow, I figured out how to do that. I'm pretty proud of myself. We'll unmute later for questions. So that is a really handy resource to have, just to like look things up, and then looking for things that are EWG verified is another great way to pay attention to this. So this is just a little bit about our ingredient selection process, which just know that really BeautyCounter is going beyond clean. So our whole intention is to source not only the safest ingredients, but we really pay attention to how things are sourced, where they come from, the whole supply chain in terms of the human impact and the environmental impact, and really going above and beyond to create the products that are the safest for people and also for the planet. So that is a little bit about BeautyCounter. And, you know, I mentioned this before, but our whole focus is not only on safety, but also on performance. And so our products really work and are amazing to use and a great experience using them. But we have a lot of award winners, you know, from the industry and the media in terms of the like Allure Best of Beauty winners. And actually, we didn't even mention that before, Shubi, but we're going to do a giveaway tonight for everybody who's on. This just reminded me because it's this first product here. That's the Counter Plus #1 Brightening Facial Oil. And this is one of our most popular products. Oh, you've got them all. See, she's got all the names in there. We're going to draw a name at the end and give away this #1 Brightening Facial Oil. But this is really great for moisturizing and hydrating your skin, as well as brightening. So it's rich in vitamin C, and you just take 2 or 3 drops and put it in your fingertips, and then press it into your skin. So you can see it's just a little oil, and it smells amazing. It's really citrusy and fresh smelling. So this is just a fun little giveaway that anybody can use. It's great for all skin types. All right, so now I'm just going to talk a little bit about product, and I'm not going to share the screen the whole time, but I just wanted to show you this because it's a nice little overview. So, you know, just BeautyCounter has a wide range of products that I love that our founder, when she started the company, instead of just creating like a nonprofit that was all about education and advocacy, she really wanted to give people a solution so that a lot of times you learn about things like this and then you're just like up all night, like, okay, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to find products that are safe? So she really wanted to create a solution for people that was easy, but also that kind of set a new standard to change the industry so that all, companies could start to realize that you could make products that work really well and are safe and better for people and the planet. So BeautyCounter has a whole product line from skincare to makeup and cosmetics to men's products, sunscreen, bath and body products that are amazing. So we're just going to talk a little bit about some of them because now we have a product line. I think it's about 150 products. But really when it comes down to it, I think that our skincare and cosmetics are often the fan favorites that people seek out at BeautyCounter because they are, just so amazing to use. And really everything starts with beautiful, radiant skin that is kind of healthy from the inside out. And so BeautyCounter has a lot of different skincare options and everything is available individually, but they're designed to work together in a regimen. And a skincare regimen is really just a 4-step process where you're cleansing your skin, prepping your skin with kind of like a toner step, but that prep step really helps your skin be able to absorb anything that you're putting on next. And so it can have the greatest impact. And so the next step is the treatment step. So that's usually like a serum or a product like that, that is more highly concentrated with ingredients that help just change your skin and treat your skin. And then the last step is protect. And that's usually where you're kind of protecting your skin from the elements by moisturizing, hydrating. SPF might be a part of that as well. And so the main skincare lines that BeautyCounter has are this counter control line that's in the gray packaging is for oily, blemish prone skin. And that's really for all ages and men and women. And a lot of teens love that as well. And then there's the white bottles here, which is the Counter Match collection. And that is a skincare line that's really for normal to dry skin. And it's really innovative because it matches the makeup of your skin to help produce more moisture over a 24-hour period. So it just really optimizes the hydration. And if your skin is more combination and you're oilier in spots and drier in spots, it actually helps to just balance that out. So it gives you all the moisture that you need without any that you don't. And then the third line here, which I know Shurbhi mentioned that she fell in love with, it's easy to fall in love with. This is really a popular line because it's so powerful in the results that it provides. And it's the Counter Time line. And it is our most advanced aging gracefully line, I like to call it. Not anti-aging, because we don't want to fight what's happening, but just embracing it and kind of making the most of it. And so this line, it includes a safer alternative to retinol, because retinol, I mentioned that environmental working group, they rate ingredients and products from 0 to 10, 0 being the safest and 10 being the most concerning when it comes to health effects. And retinol is a 9 on their scale because it's linked with a lot of health concerns like cancer, and there's a number of different concerns with it. But
hey, Andy, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Can you scroll down a little bit? Because are you talking about something called Counter Time that's at the bottom of your screen? Or
right here. It's right here for now in this
okay,
model, but I'm going to actually show you.
Okay. I see. My
I'll
apologies.
show you a bigger picture too. Thanks for speaking up.
Sorry.
So this line is really innovative because BeautyCounter's created something called Retinatural Complex. And the key ingredient, actually interestingly enough, is an Indian and Ayurvedic herb called bakuchiol that's been used for hundreds of years, but it performs just like retinol. So all the clinical studies have shown that it performs just like retinol in terms of the results, but it doesn't have any of the safety concerns. So that is one of the key ingredients in this Counter Time collection, which we'll talk a little bit more about that one. And then Counter Start is a great for, you know, sensitive skin or just anybody who has more basic skincare needs. Like, you know, if your skin's very sensitive, or this is what I have a lot of younger girls or guys use, you know, like when they're just starting out to start a routine and they don't have any major skin concerns, but they just want something cleaner and safer. So I often think of it as a safer alternative to like Cetaphil or CeraVe, just a really gentle, pure formula that is based on coconut and aloe and witch hazel. So that one's really, really nice. And then a men's line as well. So we have a whole Counterman line for the guys. And then these products down here are the darker gray bottles are our Counter Plus line. And these are things that can kind of help take your skin to the next level in terms of treatment benefits. So they all have, you know, special formulations to target different skincare needs. And we'll talk about a few favorites from there, but these are all really great things that you can add in to products that you're already using or any of these regimens as well. Okay. So before we go on, you know, one thing that might be kind of fun is to have everybody, you know, just chime in the chat if you feel like, you know, based on that, like what skincare regimen might be the best fit for you based on what we said. And I'll show that slide again because it outlines it. But there's also a skincare quiz on our website that's really easy and kind of fun to do, just a few questions. And then it'll actually give you your custom picks based on how you answered the questionnaire. So that's also really helpful. I don't know, Shubi, if you want to drop that link. Oh, you got it. Yeah, there's a link to the skincare quiz. So counter time. I see lots of people nodding their head for counter time. I think, you know, just based on looking at everyone on the call and knowing age ranges of where we are, that's definitely a popular option. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that one, but feel free to drop that, you know, what you think your match might be in the comments there. And let me just go back to this. So just for fun, I will go into a little bit more detail on that one for now. It's what I use myself actually. And I have I always say I have complicated skin. Like my skin is not easy and it's all, it's breakout prone. I have that wonderful mix now of being old enough to be, you know, worrying about wrinkles and sunspots and all that, but I also still have breakout prone skin. So I love this because I actually can use this and I modify it a little bit. And I can tell you about that for my skin type. But this is just such a wonderful, this line, it's just such a wonderful experience to use it. So the first step, it's a little different. It is a lipid. Oh, of course, it's the one product that I took out earlier today and left in the other room. But it is a bottle similar to this. You can see it's the bottle in the middle there. It is Lipid Defense Cleansing Oil is what it's called. So it's a cleansing oil. And you just take a couple, like a pump or two in your hands and massage it into dry skin. And it removes makeup and cleanses your skin really well. Then it's a dual phase cleanser. So then you add a little bit of water, just a splash of water. And I keep, you know, just massaging it into my skin, and it almost lathers a little bit when you do that. So I was intimidated about using an oil cleanser because I have breakout prone skin, but it is just really nourishing and hydrating, but then it just rinses completely clean and leaves your skin just feeling really balanced and clean, but not stripped. So that is the first step. The second step, so that's the cleanse. The prep step in this line is this essence. It's the Mineral Boost Hydrating Essence is what it's called. This is my personal favorite. I don't know about you, Shubi, but this one is like the sneak attack for me that I love. So this, you just take, you would actually shake about 3 to 5 shakes in your hands. I'm just going to do like a couple here. And you can see it's kind of a like milky consistency. So then I just go like that and just press it into my skin. And it has, this whole line has just a very subtle, light, florally kind of fragrance, very subtle. But this product, it's like an electrolyte rich glass of water for your skin. So I love that it is so hydrating. It kind of like hydrates from the inside out, I feel like, and I just love it. So
I also feel like a little bit goes a long way. Like you don't have to like cake it on. You just need like a couple of drops, and it somehow it takes it a long way.
it
So
spreads.
you're not like reordering all the time. Like sometimes you feel like you're ordering every 3 to 4 weeks. I feel like with this range, the last time I ordered was in May, right, Jess? I think it was in May. And I only just ordered 2 of the products out of the whole range. So it kind of takes you a long way. You're not reordering all the time.
Yeah, I find with this, BeautyCounter says that it's a 4.5 month supply, but I personally find that for myself and other people that use it, it's usually more like 6 to 9 months or more, depending on the product and of course how much you use. But if you're using it morning and night, like this and the cleansing oil for me usually lasts more like 8-9 months. The next step, which is the tripeptide radiant serum. So this is rich in peptides and that also that retinatural complex. This is just the most concentrated of the products in the line with the retinatural complex. You just take 1 pump of this and then apply it all over your skin. And if I have extras, I always, try and get my neck or chest and like the backs of my hands, because those are the areas that often get the most exposed. And this one, I feel like people usually run out of the fastest. It's probably about 6 to 7 months is what I find is average on this one.
Sorry to interrupt. I ordered in March and just placed mine last week. So that was almost 8 months.
Yeah.
It lasts
a long time. A little bit goes a long way. And I think that I hear that a lot with all of our products because we don't use fillers or, a lot of products are more like watered down or use fillers so that you need more. But with this, you really just need 1 little pump. And then there's a day cream, an antioxidant soft cream that's really hydrating, but it's light and mattifying. So it's a great base for makeup or just use during the daytime. And then this is another fan favorite, the tetrapeptide supreme cream. So you can see here, it's like a very thick, rich, buttery consistency. So you just take a little bit and I just kind of dab it along my face and then rub it in. And it is really rich and hydrating and plumping, but not greasy or oily. It just has a really nice texture to it. So if you have drier skin, people are just obsessed with this Supreme cream. A lot of people compare it to La Mer, their cream, but for like a quarter of the price. So this is a big favorite. And then the last step is the Ultra Renewal Eye Cream. And I think this one, we are actually out of stock right now. It'll probably be back in about a week. But the eye cream is amazing as well. And it is just a special formulation for like the sensitive areas right around your eye where it's thinner skin and often showing signs of aging more. So it has to kind of have a special formula for that. So that is what you get in the whole collection. But all of our skincare lines are available in a regimen, which is a set of everything but the eye cream comes in the regimen, and they're slightly smaller sizes of the products, like these products that you use just morning and night. They're slightly smaller sizes, and they say it's about a 10-week supply. Again, I find that it's probably more like 4+ months of use of those. And then you can also buy the full collection of any of the skincare lines. And with both of those options, you end up saving about 10% or a little more. And then everything's available a la carte as well. So
Andy, a quick question. Quite a few people keep asking me, because a lot of us have teenagers who are breaking out. What would you recommend for that? Would you say counter control?
Yeah, so I think, it could be one of two things. So the counter start products that I mentioned before, and I'm just trying to see where I have those. They're somewhere around here. So they're the ones that are the white bottles with the orange writing. The Counter Start, oh, you got one there. Those are great because they're a really great price point. And a lot of teens just really like them because it's just really simple, a cleanse and a moisturize. If they have more normal skin that is just, they're just experiencing some breakouts or maybe just getting into the process of taking care of their skin, that's a really great place to start. But if they have more normal to oily skin and have, some acne or breakouts that they're dealing with, then I would recommend the Counter Control, which are the gray bottles here, because this line is, here's the other ones. But this line here is really more targeted towards reversing the breakouts and clearing things up.
Because I just feel like right now they're wearing masks all the time. If they're going to school, they have to wear it all the time. If they're playing volleyball, like Alicia plays volleyball, it's all the time. I think it's just making it worse. So I think that's probably a good one to use then, Counter Control.
The other thing that people have been loving that are dealing with like maskne right now, there's a few things, but this balancing charcoal mask is it's a black like charcoal. Oh, this one's not open yet, but it's a black charcoal mask. So charcoal is really great at drawing out impurities and absorbing toxins and
I love that.
Junk. So sometimes like you might hear like if you have food poisoning, like it's often recommended if you've eaten something bad, like you can actually take charcoal capsules and as well, and it does this, but this is just doing that topically. So yeah, this is great to use like once a week. It can be a little drying if you use it too often, but the like even if I have a breakout, I'll sometimes even just put it on and leave it on overnight or as long as I can or want to, and it just really helps to clear things up. So that's a nice one to add in that a lot of teens like. But this line is great for clearing things up, and it comes with also a spot. There's an all over acne treatment, which is the serum step, which is great if they're dealing with a lot of breakouts. But there's also a spot treatment, which I feel like everybody could use a spot treatment sometimes. So this is good for just occasional breakouts. And for me, because I have breakout prone skin myself, but I use this Counter timeline, what I do to help is I use this cleanser in the morning. A lot of people really like this cleanser because it's a gel cleanser with little micro jojoba beads. So it's exfoliating and it's not drying, but just kind of gives you a deeper clean and exfoliation. So I like to use this in the morning and then I use the rest of these steps. So that's another way you can kind of get some of that goodness in there too. So that's a little bit about just some of the skincare lines and some of the favorites. The Counter Match that I know was mentioned as well. This is actually our most popular line because it works for the greatest range of people. These white products here, they are really great because they're rich in squalene and phytic acid, and which is like, so it's like extracts from olives and rice. So it's all plant-based ingredients that they actually mimic. Like BeautyCounter won all these awards for this formulation because it's really innovative, but it mimics your skin's ability to produce moisture. So it doesn't feel heavy or oily or greasy, but it's really, oops, I knocked something off my desk. It's really deeply moisturizing and hydrating. So if you have dry skin, but you don't like that feeling of like real oily, thick products on your skin, you would love this line. So there's the cleanser. This one has, for the prep step, is actually a toner gel. So it's a gel-like consistency that you would just pat into your skin. And then there's a day cream and a night cream and an eye cream as well. So this one is super popular and people love it. And it also is, I would say it's more age preventative. It doesn't have the more active anti-aging ingredients that the Counter Time pink bottles have, but it's still age preventative because 90% of aging, they say, is loss of hydration. Our skin just dries out over time. So this is going to help really optimize hydration and kind of plump and moisturize your skin. So I guess a couple of other favorites that came up when we were talking about doing this are just from that Counter Plus line of things that you can add in are.
Don't forget this one, Andy.
Yes, I was just about to find that. I'm glad it's not in my bag. It's probably on my shelf here. So let's start with that one. So this one is, you guys both have it right there.
Obsessed. I love this one because it's so real. Atoshi, you would probably appreciate this one, but in our culture, when we get married, that we have a million ceremonies that last forever. It feels like a year. But one of the ceremonies we have literally the night before is that we have what we call a piti, which people come around, hundreds of people come around, and that we make a paste out of turmeric and water. And everybody forms a long line and they come and they paste it on your face, on your skin, on your feet, on your hands. And the whole idea behind that, apart from the fact they give us money, which is awesome, but you're supposed to be bright the next day. And this is exactly what that is. And honestly, it's changed my life. This is like a game stopper for me. I love it. It's a game changer. And I just love the way it feels. Like I'm going to actually do this so you can see what it looks like. You literally just need a dab. But number one, you can actually smell the turmeric, but it's so soft. And you can see, like, I don't know if you can see it online, but you can see how it looks. You can see it's radiant already. I love it. And so I've put that as part of my routine. Yeah, I love it.
And it's called the All Bright Vitamin C Serum, and it's a really high potency vitamin C serum, which a lot of times if you talk to an esthetician, they'll say, like, if you're going to add in one thing, add in vitamin C, because it's really good for brightening your skin. So helps kind of even your skin tone and fade dark spots, which is something that a lot of us are concerned with, but it also is a building block for collagen. So it helps with elasticity and firming your skin. So it just kind of does all the things. I love how it smells and feels.
You can really smell the turmeric. That's why, I cook with turmeric all the time, as you know. And
it's kind of sweet.
I love it
too.
Yeah.
Citrusy, turmeric-y. And then the best friend of that product, of the vitamin C serum, these two are a duo. You can use them individually, but they work really well together as well. This is the overnight resurfacing peel. And it says peel, but it does not make you peel or anything like that. It's exfoliating. It's a blend of plant acids, and about 2/3 of the acids are exfoliating, like alpha hydroxy, beta hydroxy acids. But the other third are essential fatty acids, which is like what we would take in fish oil or, those supplements that are great for anti-aging, but they're just also soothing and anti-inflammatory and nourishing. So it's actually a little moisturizing and hydrating. It doesn't make you dry out or peel, but you would just use this every 2 to 3 nights. Some people use it every night. It's safe enough to use every night, but it's intended to be used just like every other night or every third night. And it's like getting a facial while you sleep. You just wake up and you notice a difference. Your skin just feels smoother and softer. And I feel like it just helps with everything. It just.
And guys, it does tingle, by the way.
A little tingly.
Yeah, don't get worried about that because it does tingle, but it's doing its thing.
That was the first product that I tried where the next morning I was like, oh yeah, this works. Yeah, right? Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, this feels so good.
Between that and this one, they are, you're right. They're a couple for sure. They work so well together.
Yeah.
So that's just a little skincare overview. I'm going to move on just quickly so that we don't go too long, and then we'll stay on at the end too to go over any questions, because sometimes people have kind of individual questions about their own skin or routine, and that kind of thing. Oh, and yes, we need to remember to pick our winner. So I just want to touch on one other thing, and I'm going to see if I can find this to show it, because it is.
Christina, this drink is awesome. It's going down very well.
So I just realized this is a kind of an older picture, but that's okay. So this is something else that BeautyCounter is really known for. And, really our whole cosmetics line is top notch. Christy Coleman is our head of creative design, and she was really the first employee at BeautyCounter. And she formulated all of our cosmetics products. She's a Hollywood celebrity makeup artist, and works on the red carpet and all the fashion shoots and all of that stuff, and works on celebrities day in and day out. And she, like, years and years ago, realized that she just didn't feel good about the fact that she was putting these really toxic ingredients on these young models that are wearing a full face of makeup for work every day. So she started kind of in her garage formulating some things on her own that were safer. And then she came to BeautyCounter and developed our whole makeup line. But one of her signature things is just really like kind of a no makeup look, where you just look, have bright, dewy, glowy skin, but don't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. And so she developed this system called Flawless in 5, which is 6 steps to kind of get out the door in 5 minutes or less. I will say, because I do this regularly, it's really only takes like 3 minutes for me to do it, but it's a nice foundation to start with for just kind of feeling pulled together day to day. You can always add more or do less, but this is just a nice place to start. And so BeautyCounter offers this set of 6 products that you can use to clean up your makeup kit. And you get it for, I think it's about 25 or 30% off when you buy it as a set. So it's a really good value too, even though all of these are available individually. So you get to customize all of your shades and your product preferences. So with this one, the first step is foundation, and it's our Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation, which is has knotgrass extract, which really helps with plumping fine lines and wrinkles. And it doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup at all. So it's kind of a medium buildable coverage foundation, but I love it because it just doesn't feel like, like at the end of the day, I don't even feel like I have to wash my face to get it off. It just, I do wash my face before bed because I know better, but you don't have that feeling at the end of the day, which I love. So this comes in 18 shades. So we have a really wide shade range to get your exact match, and we can help you with finding the right shade. And the website's really great for that too. Or Dew Skin, which is one of the first products that I fell in love with. It's a tinted SPF moisturizer. So sheer to medium coverage, SPF moisturizer. So just day to day, that's what I wear. Or I will sometimes mix the two if I want a little bit more coverage, but I love to have that SPF protection and a little hydration, and it just evens my skin tone out. And then the next step is concealer. And this is where I was saying it's an older picture, because a little over a month ago, we had our new concealer launched, and it is, I have it right here. It's just in a new package, and it's an updated formula. So a little new and improved Skin Twin Creamy Concealer is what it's called. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong place. Here we go. So the new packaging looks like this. And this is amazing. I love it. It doesn't seep into the lines under my eyes, and it's just really good coverage, creamy concealer. So that you get to customize in your shade. And then you can pick a brow pencil or brow gel. And I love both. Kind of depends on your preference and what the look you're going for. The brow pencil can kind of help with the shape of your brow, and if you have really sparse brows, it helps to fill things in. And then the brow gel just also helps if you have kind of unruly brows that you want to shape, or if you just want more thickness. And the brow gel comes in invisible, or there's 5 shades. And then you can pick mascara of your choice. So we have this lengthening mascara, which is just a really subtle, natural look, just to lengthen your lashes. And then the volumizing mascara has a little more oomph, but it's, and it kind of plumps your lashes, makes them thicker, but it also is really a natural look. It doesn't give you those spidery lashes. I would say our mascaras overall are pretty subtle. So if you like a really dramatic lash, these are going to be more subtle and more natural. And then the blush is also a step that you can pick your shade of the satin powder blush, and comes in a ton of really pretty shades. And same with the lip gloss. So also the lip gloss, just showed this in the beginning, but we have, this was also relaunched recently, and new packaging. So it now looks like this, but there's a ton of beautiful shades to pick from. And so you get to pick your own little set. And all these products are amazing on their own, but it's a fun way to kind of clean up your makeup kit and save while you do it, when you do this Flawless in 5 set.
Andy, just a question, sorry, it's Satoshi on that. There's no eyeshadow selection or choices?
There are. And so our eyeshadow palettes, we have we have 3 main eyeshadow palettes that you'll find on the website as well, but they are really beautiful. People love our eyeshadows because they're highly pigmented and have really great wear, so they last throughout the day, and it's hard to find with a safer formula like this. So this is the classic palette, and it's more kind of earthy tones, and all of our palettes come with a removable mirror, and then they're also that magnets in here, and then they're also made with cardboard. So it's when you're all done with it, you can remove the mirror and recycle the palette. It's not plastic that's just ending up in the landfill. But the thing I love about them too, I'll show you at the end. This is the romantic palette, and this is kind of more pinks and mauves and plum shades. So I love this one. This one's the best seller out of all of them. They're all gorgeous, and it doesn't show well on video. I wish I could just even show you. Just the shades are just so beautiful. All of them.
Shurbhi cobalt blue.
What was that?
You don't have a Shurbhi cobalt blue?
Well, this one is probably the Shurbhi palette. This is the statement palette. And I will say, like, this one looks intimidating to some of us because of some of the brighter shades, but the neutrals in this are also like some of my favorite neutral shades. So I love this palette too. But all of the palettes have the middle shade is a topper that is a shimmery topper. So with this middle shade, I'm going to show you maybe with this one because it might show up a little bit better. So this one's called Penny, and it's kind of like a copper penny. So I just dab my finger in it, and then I press it on my eyelid or wherever you want it, but usually on your eyelid. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this really well, but it is like when it just catches the light, and it's like a little, I see. Like it's almost like glittery, but not glittery. You know, you don't look like you have chunks of glitter on your eyes, but it's just very classy, beautiful shimmer. And it's one of those things, like when I put it on, I almost don't notice it a ton on myself, but other people comment on it because it just catches the light. Yeah. And even this weekend, I was dressing up for something, and I didn't even put eyeshadow on. Like you can put it on top of your shadow, or you can just put a little bit by itself, and it's just like a really pretty subtle look. So that's kind of a fun little thing about these. So these are all available individually, or we have these Get the Look sets. So similar to Flawless in 5, if you wanted to take that Flawless in 5 up a notch, they're called Get the Look, and the website has a tool that walks you through customizing it, but it comes with the eyeshadow, an eyeliner, a lipstick, and then depending on the set, a highlighter or a bronzer. So we have a whole line of powder cosmetics as well, and we have a lot of other cosmetics I didn't go into, but the lipsticks are great. We have long wear, like one swipe long wear lipsticks that are more pigmented shades that are all beautiful and really wearable. And then we also have in this kind of packaging, you'll see this is called Sheer Genius, and it's a moisturizing sheer lipstick that it kind of feels more like a lip balm, but it gives you a little bit of sheer color. And it's not as long wearing. So sometimes I'll put the long wear on and then just kind of use this throughout the day to touch up. And our glosses and lip sheers have sustainably, ethically sourced vanilla extract that comes from a woman-run vanilla farm in Madagascar. And so these are the kinds of things that BeautyCounter has done, you know, to just trace the ingredients to the source and make sure that everything is, because vanilla is a clean ingredient that's safe, but it's unfortunately often farmed by children that are exploited in other countries. And so we really wanted to make sure we're using something that's sourced ethically. And same with mica. There's a whole story on how BeautyCounter sourced the safest mica, because it's also usually mined by children in India. And we partnered with an organization in India that is run by a Nobel Peace Prize winner. And we actually are the first company that's ever mapped all the sources of mica that are coming from these mica mines. And then we shared that information across all industries. So auto manufacturers like Apple, mica is used in all of our iPhones or whatever phone you use, and all of our technology, because we wanted to share. We went through the work to do that, and we wanted to share so that other companies can start to, source more ethically and safely too. So that's kind of a fun thing too. Yeah, so there's a lot of other makeup that we didn't go into, and a lot of body products too. And I will say just a couple things to touch on holiday wise, in case anybody's holiday shopping. I'm just going to point out a few favorites. So one thing that is, it's called the Counter Plus Skin Stars, and it is going to probably sell out any day now, but get it while it's hot. It's a good one. Let me see if I can find it here and just show you guys. It is a little mini set of that vitamin C serum that we talked about. Let's see, Skin Stars. The vitamin C serum, the overnight resurfacing peel, and the #1 brightening oil that we are doing as the giveaway. So this is a really cute little set that is a great way to try all of these products at a good value, or it's a fun one to get and break up as stocking stuffers or gifts. So you can see it in this cute little pink box, and comes with those 3 products. So that is something fun they did for the holidays. We have a whole holiday collection that comes out every year and usually sells out pretty quickly. Another fun one that
sorry, Andy, just on that note, if anyone is interested in holiday gifting at this point, just know that 14th of December is the cutoff time for delivery, shipping. Yeah. And also there's a 10% discount on new customers too.
Yes. Yeah. We'll give you guys the code, but BeautyCounter is doing 10% off for anybody new to BeautyCounter right now, which is really nice too. So this one, you can see they come in these really pretty boxes, all the holiday stuff, but this one is the Counter Man set, which is just a really great gift for guys to kind of clean up and switch to safer products, because they deserve it too.
But this, just to let you know.
You did?
My husband's switching for sure.
Oh. Yeah, my husband loves this this stuff. And this particular holiday set, it comes with, this is a new product, the purifying shampoo for Counterman, and then the energizing charcoal body wash. And then, if I can get it out of here, because I have to open up the other side here, a brand new product that is actually not launching until January is our deodorant. So that's been like the #1 requested product over time, is like a cleaner deodorant that actually works. And so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out of here right now, but there's a men's deodorant in here, and which smells amazing. I actually love the men's scent even for me, but we also have this little set of mini deodorants. So this has been really popular for fun little like stocking stuffers, or just a great way to try the different fragrances. So it's clean rose, fresh coconut, soft lavender, and crisp sequoia, which is the men's scent. That I actually love that one too. So this is another really fun, popular little holiday set.
And Jess, you tried the deodorant, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
did.
2 or 3 classes too, and she survived.
I love it. It works so good. And this one smells the best to me. The sequoia one.
The sequoia. I love that one too.
I haven't tried it yet. I kind of was waiting. So
yeah, I like the coconut has been the most popular, I think, but I like the clean rose and the crisp sequoia.
The clean rose is what I'm using now, and let me tell you, it works.
This mama is like running and running all day. She's either feeding or running.
Yeah,
you're smelly, and it works. That was the true test.
Yeah.
So there's more and more we could go into, but there's a lot of really good fun holiday gift items as well. And now I guess just to kind of tell you guys before we wrap up, and we'll pull the winner in a minute too, just the different ways to get involved with our movement and kind of support the work that we're all doing and that BeautyCounter is doing. First and foremost is just becoming a conscious consumer, really, and voting with your dollars, you know, just starting to pay attention to this stuff, because yes, we're working to change regulations, but what's really helping the most is that people are wanting cleaner, safer products and purchasing, and that demand is actually causing a lot of change. And if you decide to shop with BeautyCounter, just know that, you know, you can trust that BeautyCounter is really going above and beyond to do a lot of this work for you. I know for me with 2 young kids now, it's like, I just don't have time to, like, I used to even make some products myself at home. Like, I just don't have time for it anymore. So I just really love that I can, you know, go to one source and really trust that I'm getting products that I'm going to love and that work well and that are also safer. And if you do decide to shop with us, know that you can always shop through the website. And thanks for dropping that link in here. So this is Shurbhi's website that has all the products. It's just like any other regular e-commerce website. You can easily shop online, and there's a lot of tools to help with color matching and that kind of thing. And your products just ship out, and usually you'll have them within less than a week. Usually it's like 2 to 5 days. Even lately with the crazy shipping situation going on in the country, it hasn't been delayed for me yet. So that's good. Mm-hmm. So there is a promo code right now for anybody who's new to BeautyCounter. If you type in Change Beauty 10, I'm going to put that in here too. And then Shurbhi, you can email that out to everybody, but Change Beauty 10, you get 10% off too. And almost everything is included. Any of the collections or regimens or like that Flawless and 5 set, anything that's already a bundle of products is offered at a savings already. That's more than 10%. So they don't apply to this promo code. And same with the holiday sets. Also, I think the concealer that I mentioned, if you buy that individually because it's brand new, that one's excluded too. But almost everything on the site that applies to. And then, and also just know we also have, there's other ways to shop with BeautyCounter. We have retail locations, a few throughout the country. So we have one in New York City, one in Denver, and I live in Colorado. So that's cool for us here. I used to live in LA. So we just opened just a few days ago, long awaited, our California location, and it's on Abbot Kinney in Venice. So you can always pop in there and shop with Shurbhi there too. So just know that that's that we have different ways to shop. And, you know, we do partnerships with other brands from time to time. We just finished up a pop-up with Sephora. They actually came to BeautyCounter and said, you know, we're trying to do more with clean beauty, and we'd love to do a collaboration with you. So we had like 10 of our best-selling products were at Sephora for a few months. But yes, so, you know, we love, you know, any way that you support our movement just really makes a difference. And the next way, I just want to make sure I can mute everyone if I need to. I'm going to mute here. Okay, next, the next way to just join our movement and be a part of what we're doing is being a Band of Beauty member is what we call it. And this is really our member rewards program that is just a no-brainer way to save. So if you shop BeautyCounter and you just want to get the best value, this is a really great way to do it. So the Band of Beauty program, how it works, I always kind of think of it as Amazon Prime meets Nordstrom Rewards for BeautyCounter. So it's $29 to enroll for the year. And what you get is 10% back every time you shop in free credit. You get free shipping on $100 or more. You'll get a welcome gift when you enroll, which I'll show you that really quick, but it's 2 of our best-selling products, the overnight resurfacing peel and that balancing charcoal mask. You get a duo of those 2, and they're like a deluxe travel size of both of those for $43. It's normally a $43 value, but you get that for free if you're adding this to your cart. And then we also do specials for members from time to time. So actually right now, this week, they're doing something where every day there's like a new special for members. And today the special is that you get free shipping on $50 or more. So the shipping is regularly $6.95, but with if you're a member, you get it for free over 100, or today it's for free over 50. So that is how this works. And it's just kind of a no-brainer way to save. For instance, like if you were shopping and spending $100 and you add this to your cart, you end up saving like about the $7 on shipping. You get the $43 value in products, and you'd have another $10 to spend. So you end up getting like, I don't know what that is, about $60 back for the $29. And that's just on the first time you shop. And then you'll continue getting those rewards over time. So that's a good way.
Sorry, Andy, I was just going to say the beautiful thing about these products is that they're all 60-day money back guarantee with no questions asked. So if you feel like you want to try it for a week or two and feel like it's not working for you, you can actually return it. So that gave me confidence that they're confident that the product's good. So
yeah, it's free returns. It's really easy. You just print out a free shipping label, and we have a really low return rate, but it's just nice to know, especially if you have complicated skin like mine. Like I don't really know until I use something for a couple of weeks, like how it's working.
I also wanted to touch on that band of beauty. It's no auto renewing anything, and
no auto ships or anything that.
No minimums, no nothing. It's just literally a rewards program. Because I know that always freaks me out. It's like, well, do I have to have a minimum to get the deal or whatever? But no, it's just a rewards program with a one-time. So that's great.
Yeah, it's super easy and straightforward. So that's one way. And then another way to get involved with and support our movement is just to share BeautyCounter with the people in your life. I know that the more I started learning about this, the first things that came up for me were like, what is my mom using? What are my sisters using? What are my girlfriends using? And what are they putting on their kids and all of that? And I just wanted to make sure that they kind of were aware of this. And so if you're feeling that way, or you just feel, called to use your voice to help spread this information, just know that the way that BeautyCounter is structured, we actually reward people for sharing with their family and friends. And whether it's doing, normally we do in-person pop-ups, we do virtual pop-ups like this. There's lots of different ways to do it. Even just an email or text out to friends and family, we can actually set up a referral link for you, and you can earn free and half off products too. So definitely talk to Shurbhi if you are interested in that at all. It's another really great way to save and just kind of help spread the word, and join us in doing that. And then last but not least, you can join as a consultant. So this is an opportunity that's open to anybody. And, whether you just, want to make all the changes to cleaner, safer products and save by being a consultant and share with just a few family and friends, you can do that. Whether you're kind of looking for a passion project and something to be involved with on the side, or looking for something that's more, more of a commitment, really, it runs the gamut. We have all different types of people that do this with us. And, I know for me, I really was motivated by the mission and sharing this information. And then what I didn't know at the time that I started with this is that it's really become not only an amazing community to be a part of, it's some of the most inspiring and supportive women that I've ever gotten to work with. But it also has, for me, become something that has allowed me to, have a really flexible schedule, to be home with my kids when they're young, and work around our family schedule, and just be really a rewarding career for me. So I personally am someone who never even knew how to put on makeup, and I'm not from a beauty background at all, but it's just really the mission that drew me in. So you don't have to know a thing. There's a lot of great training and resources, but if that's of interest to you at all, just, we'd love to have a conversation and just answer any of your questions and tell you how it works, because it's a really easy, fun thing to do too.
Yeah. Perfect. Does anyone have any questions or anything?
I have two questions. Thanks so much, Andy. One is the turmeric, the the glow one that Shubi was showing. When do you use that, or when does it come in the steps of your process?
That's a great question. So it is meant to be used in the morning as a serum. So you can use it, like for instance, if you're using another serum, you would put it on after that. So some people, like if you're using that counter time regimen, you could do your cleanser, toner, serum, add in the vitamin C serum, and then moisturize. For me, that's just too many steps. So I just do it in place of my other serum when I use it in the morning. And I kind of do every other day just to kind of get the goodness from both of them. But there are a lot of people who use it, you know, with another serum as well. So that's
also, do you have a an exfoliant as well? I know I think you mentioned one. Is there, so there's kind of like the regimen that you have, but is there something else that you do like once a week or whatever?
Yeah, so the that one cleanser has the jojoba beads, which is an exfoliator, and then the overnight resurfacing peel is more of a chemical exfoliator more than an abrasive type of exfoliator. And that's really right now all we have. We used to have another exfoliator as well. And I think that I've heard that there's something new coming next year, but that it will be another new exfoliator to kind of replace that old one.
Thank you.
I use my brightening serum. I wash my face every morning with just water, and then I put it on before I do my primer and makeup, but it just like brightens your skin and hydrates it, gets it going for the day. So I use mine religiously every single day after I've just washed my face with water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Willow is just so cute.
So cute. She's such a distraction.
I know.
So
Sorry, she missed her last nap and she's crazy.
She's so cute. She's looking at the dog probably.
Yeah. You say hi. Abu.
Say hi.
Mama.
So why don't we stay on for just a few more minutes, and that way people can be perusing the website. And if you have questions, if you need help color matching or looking at anything, we're happy to help with that. And then we also can pull the name of our winner before we wrap up. I'm trying to think, are we forgetting anything else?
No, order before the 14th. We've got the main stuff.
Yeah, and I'm really encouraging people, if you are shopping for holiday gifts, to just order sooner than later. I know they're saying that the shipping cutoff is the 14th, but I just keep reading all these like headlines in New York Times and everywhere that's saying like it's going to be a shipping disaster with all the carriers are really overwhelmed right now. So I'm not as worried about it on BeautyCounter's end, but I just know that they're going to be really overwhelmed. So try to not leave it till the last minute. I would just hate for anybody to be disappointed to not get something in time.
Did everybody take the skin quiz? That was. Did you?
I was trying to
look at.
So I didn't really.
What were your results?
Oh no, I was trying to pay attention to.
You were trying to.
So I didn't want to like, you know.
Don't take it now.
Yeah. Well, if you guys take that and have questions, let us know.
I have a very complex skin, like Andy just said. I mean, whenever you said something about your skin, I was like, "That's me." It's all over the place, and it's not wrinkly, but it starts, and it's this, and it's that, and it's dry, red, acne here and there. So it's like all over the place. So it's hard to find something that's not too aggressive, you know, like super drying or too oily, or I mean, I'm just so that's hard for me to find something specific.
Yeah, I think that so where do you think you are on the oily to dry? You said more dry.
Well, I have the mix. The T-zone is super oily and shiny, as you can see, but then like super mask. What do you call it? Maskne.
Yeah,
that's like
Love that.
And I have like little red cheeks because it's dry. I mean, everything. So it's both.
So a good place to start for you might be like that counter match line, because it's really good at kind of balancing when you have a lot of different things going on, and really great for, you know, redness and calming and soothing skin. So a lot of people who even have like rosacea and skin conditions like that do really well with this line. But I will say, if you ever try anything and it's not a fit, it's super easy to send it back.
Yeah.
Literally, you can use it for 59 days and have none left if you've used it all, which you probably wouldn't within that time frame, but you know, can still send it back. And then the other thing is too, we do have samples of a lot of things, not everything, but that's another good way to try things too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have the counter match sample too, if you want me to send it to you. Or Shubi, I can give it to you.
You muted, Shubi.
Thank
Okay.
you. I'm talking to myself.
Do we choose the winner?
We're going to in just a sec.
Shubi's typing.
I love seeing all the kids.
Jessica, you need to put your baby in some kind of contest. It's a beautiful
Seriously.
child.
Oh, you are.
I keep saying
My
the same.
goodness.
She's quite the.
She's got really cute cheeks and eyes.
Yeah, like,
Really cute what?
Cheeks and eyes.
Oh yeah, she's.
All right, here we go. I'm going to pick one.
I can tell she's in that phase where you just kind of, she just wants to move all over and
Like, what toy can I give her? She's in
yeah.
BeautyCounter products.
Oh.
Veronica won.
Well, she could pretty much eat these.
I know.
Veronica.
Yay. Are you there, Veronica, even?
Yes, I am there. So
Oh,
I didn't
there
touch
you
my
go.
hair. So I didn't put
You
my face. I didn't
won.
put my camera on. Oh, my lucky! I never win anything.
There you go. Congratulations.
Oh my
You're gonna get
gosh!
a gorgeous product. It's one of our best selling products.
Yeah,
What
this
is
one's
it?
amazing.
What was
This
it?
is the #1 brightening facial oil, and we actually have 3 face oil formulas just for anybody who might be interested. It comes in #1. This is #1, 2, and 3. And this was the first product I ever tried, and I got hooked because I was looking for and using face oils that had specific types of seed oils that are really anti-inflammatory and soothing and good for your skin. And it was hard to find. And I found one from BeautyCounter, and it was the #3, which is the balancing. So that also might be good for you, Christina, because it helps kind of balance your skin. Even the oil parts, like putting oil on your skin sounds counterintuitive, but it helps kind of actually minimize oil production in those areas. So anyways, it's like a multivitamin for your skin is the way I would kind of think about it. And you just use about 2 or 3 drops of the oil that you can put on after your moisturizer. So if you use a face moisturizer in the morning or at night, you can add a few drops and pat it on, or you can even mix it in with your moisturizer and apply it that way. So it is awesome. This #1 is brightening, and it has vitamin C extract and smells like yummy citrusy. So people love that too.
Oh,
Yes.
Yay. We'll send
thank
it out
you.
to you.
Oh my gosh, I'm super stunned.
All right, guys. Well, anybody have any other questions before we wrap up?
If you guys do place an order tonight or have questions, let us know, but we'll also put together a little sample kit for you with orders placed tonight. So just let us know, let Shubi know. Any samples you guys want, questions you have, just reach out to us.
I think you all have my details anyway. You know where to find me. So if there's anything, just text, email, DM me, whatever works.
Yeah. I always say if we don't know the answer, we'll find it out, but hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be able to answer the question. Yeah.
Oh, I think you guys sent a link if we want to look online.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
I'll send it to you again.
Well, thanks for being here, guys. I hope that you learned something and that you can move forward with. And definitely know that Environmental Working Group website and app is a really good resource. It's kind of fun to go into your bathroom and just scan products and look at products, because can be kind of shocking sometimes. I always say it's good to have a glass of wine with you when you do that, because you sometimes you're like, whoa, I had no idea. But you know, sometimes there's also shocking on the other side. But that's a really good resource too. And when it comes to switching to safer, I think that, you know, it's something that you can do progressively. So as you're running out of something, you know, just maybe think about like, okay, could I upgrade this to something that's a better option? And, you know, kind of prioritize things that way. I also think about like the things that you're putting on your skin and leaving on all day. Like those are things that are a higher priority versus that one, you know, lipstick that you wear once a year, you know, for a special occasion or something. So.
Perfect. All right. Well, I just want to sum up by saying thank you so much for joining me. Some of you I haven't seen for a long time, so that makes me even more happy. But if there's any questions or anything, please feel free to call me. And Andy, thank you so much. You were awesome. And Jess, thank you. And Christina, made it all a lot more smoother than I wanted to. Because, you know, if anyone knows me, knows how camera shy I am. I'm awful. Like one of the most awkward people on TV. So thank you so much, girls. Love you guys and hope to see you soon. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.